Hello friends, welcome to TechHack. Today we are going to discuss why do we need operating system or what are the services of operating system. In exam, the question is asked in both the manner. They might ask you services or the need of operating system. In both the cases, we will write the same answer. Even this question can be arise as per what are the requirements or what are the basic services provided by the operating system. So guys, when we talk about the operating system services, as operating system is working as a manager, so we have many services provided by the operating system like user interface, program execution, file system manipulation, communication, error detection, resource allocation, accounting, protection and security. When we talk about the user interface, we need to have the UIs of operating system to work with. So operating system provides three types of interfaces for user interface purpose. Those interfaces can be first command line interface, second batch interface and third is graphical interface. When we talk about the command line interface, it simply means the user needs to have some commands and some methods for entering those commands over there. For example, we had CMD command line prompt for this purpose. Batch interface, we need to enter the files into batch mode and those files are executed as per the user's requirement. In graphical UI, like we use Windows right now, nowadays in Windows we have UIs to play movies, to songs and many more things over there. Guys, in user interface, user is required some services which are provided by the operating system like handling the camera. Like right now I'm interacting with you guys, so my operating system's user interface service is being provided by this operating system Windows 10 right now. So guys, operating system is required for us to manage the hardware and software resources of the system, all the resources. As well, it provides a stable and consistent way for applications to deal with the hardware without having to know all the details of the hardware. For example, if I want to communicate with you guys using a camera, right now I'm doing, so it simply means that I'm not going to open my laptop, my system for this purpose. I'm simply connecting this camera with USB drive, and if I'm using a recording software, my recording software is fetching that input from the camera directly to its interface. These all things are being done by operating system as a service. In the second part, we have program execution. When we talk about the program execution, every process requirements is being handled by the operating system. A process needs many things like resources, CPU, memory files, input-output devices, and the termination and the calling of those processes again and again for the successful completion. System must be able to load, execute and end its execution whenever it is required. Sometimes when we are copying our data from our system to a USB drive, sometimes it gets fail, it gets hang, and what we do, we end task, we use the task manager, we perform end task and we simply cancel it out and we close it out. These all things, when my system can get into a trouble, our operating system helps with the process management. In this way guys, operating system provides its services for the process management. So operating system helps us a lot in process management as a service. So we need operating system to run these process management services effectively and efficiently. In the next part guys, process management uses a program counter over there, like we have studied in microprocessor, the PC, which holds a next instruction to be executed over there. In process management, we need many more things from the OS side, likewise creating and deleting, suspending and resuming processes, providing mechanism for process synchronization. One process may need the data of another process as an input. They need some communication methods and deadlock handling. Guys, what is deadlock actually? Whenever you are stuck in between somewhere in operating system, due to the concurrent execution of some processes. It is similar as a road jam from four ways on a circle. So every process wants to execute itself and other processes are not allowing them to execute. In this situation, we have a deadlock over there. We will discuss this later on in a chapter deadlock. Next part do we have is file management or say storage management. When we talk about the storage management, we talk about the file. Each medium is controlled by device. It means if you are having multiple drives, you have tape drives, you have USB drives, you have CD drives, whatever drives are there, OS provides us the logical information or logical view of information storage for the file management or storage management. So operating system helps us in organizing them files into the directories. It allows us to provide the access control on most systems to determine who can access that. It means a file saved in administrator user account cannot be accessed by a guest. So these functionality is being provided by operating system as a service. OS include creating and deleting files, directories, primitives to manipulate the files and directories, mapping files onto secondary storage and backup of those files to keep them non-volatile in the system. As well, OS provide us disk scheduling algorithms, helps us to make the searching efficient, helps us to manage the space as free, helps us to make it write once, read write method, and these all facilities are provided by operating system. Then after when we come to resource allocation by the operating system, so operating systems helps us in managing CPU cycles, main memory and file storage. It also determines how best to use the CPU using CPU scheduling routines which impact CPU speeds, jobs to be executed and number of registers available, etc. So operating system helps us a lot. It also determines how to use the CPU in best possible manner available. It allows CPU, when we talk about the resource allocation, so everything allocated to the system is counted as a source. So whether you are talking about memory, you are talking about processor, you are talking about file, you are talking about drives, you are talking about CPU cycles, you are talking about file storage, and whatever you can think upon like CPU speeds, jobs to be executed, process management, everything is being counted as resource manager, is resource allocation. So operating system helps to allocate the resources properly. The next service being provided by operating system is accounting. In accounting, we need to have track of users who access the system, who access the resource at which time and how much. So our operating system keeps track of everything for this reconfiguration of services to improve them. As well, our operating system works for the information maintenance also. So OS keeps information about all its processes and system calls being fired, being collected and to be fired as well. Operating system also provide us the help for the communication. So for communication purpose also operating system works. In device management, operating system helps us a lot to keep track of all the devices allocated and available at that time to be allocated to the processes. The next working of operating system is for protection and security. When several separate processes execute concurrently, one should not interfere each other. So this is an expectation of user, this is an expectation of a process that when I am working, no one should interfere me. So protection involves controlling access to system resources, and security is related to authentication by means of a password to gain access of system resources. When there is a need to control the use of information in a multi-user or network computer system, one should not interfere other. So protection involves controlling access to system resources, security which is related to authentication. To keep this, we need to have some mechanism. So we need to keep some user IDs and group IDs to provide the access as per the requirements. So operating system have some user identities which include name and associated number, one per user, to control the access of the resources by the user, as well as they have group IDs to allow set of users to be defined and controls managed, then is also associated with each process or file. Privilege escalation allows user to change the access as per their control in the operating system to provide with more rights. So guys, operating system behaves as a resource manager to all and provides many services to the system so that we can access the system properly. Generally, operating system has user interface, program execution, file system manipulation, communication, error detection, resource allocation, accounting, protection and security services. These are also the reasons to have the operating system in our system. So this answer or this session can be concluded as the need of operating system or the services provided by the operating system. In error detection, operating system must be able or is responsible to detect the errors whenever it is occurring over there and to inform the user as per the errors. Guys, that is all from my side regarding the operating system services or the need of the operating system. Thank you guys. Keep watching. We will be uploading more videos soon. Thank you.